Hello there. Happy Thanksgiving. We're here today to share with you some good information on saving money and having food in your freezer so you don't have to worry about going to the store. We're going to show you how to take a pumpkin and make puree for pumpkin pie or other things. And so if you will just listen to what we're telling you, you can save a lot of money. Have you looked at the cost of cans of pumpkin lately? They are upwards of $4 a can and getting more and more expensive each year. With the economy being so hard right now, this is a sure way to save money and have food on hand in your freezer. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how to make pumpkin puree. We're going to start by, we wash the pumpkin and then we are going to carve it in several pieces. It's preferable to use a smaller pumpkin because it's going to be more tender. This one's smaller than the normal pumpkin, but it may not be as tender as the ones that are smaller. So I'm going to cut it into pieces. Now let's see, let me get it so that I can a little harder than it might seem. Okay, so I'm going to clean out the inside of the pumpkin. I will take all the seeds out and all the insides and clean it out. Probably wise to use a spoon. I didn't get one out, but this knife will work. It's just spoons are probably easier. Thank you. So I'm going to clean them out and I'm going to separate the seeds from the rest of the inside material. And I'm going to use the seeds and roast pumpkin seeds. If you have never roasted pumpkin seeds in your oven, that's another way to make use of a pumpkin, and they're really good and very healthy and nutritious. Whoops. Okay. This one seems to be pretty dry, typical of a Utah pumpkin where our weather is so dry here. Okay, I will finish cleaning up the pumpkin and I'll be back to show you what happens next on our next step. Okay, so as you can see, we've cut this up and it's about ready to go in the oven. But you can also see that the pieces, I had to cut them a little smaller than I probably would have with a smaller pumpkin. This is not a large pumpkin, but probably a medium-sized pumpkin. And so I'm cutting the pieces smaller so it'll be easier for them to cook. They may not be as tender as a small pumpkin, but it won't take as many pieces because it's larger and there are more pieces. Anyway, so we're going to put this in an oven, set it at 325 degrees, and we're going to cook it from 20 to 30 minutes until this back gets brown. And at that point, I can just peel the back off of the pumpkin, and what I have left will just be the pumpkin I'm going to make the puree out of. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and set the oven and start baking it, and then I'll see you on the other side of pulling it out of the oven. Hey, we're back and we've baked our pumpkin. So now it's ready to go. We just need to separate it from the peel. So we're going to just cut it off. Sometimes you can just pull it and it'll come off, and sometimes you have to peel it with a knife. It smells really good. It's going to make some really good puree. And of course, you've got, being puree, we're going to need to put it through a food processor or a blender. And I'm going to use my blender. It's very quick and easy. Being in Utah, our pumpkins are drier than pumpkins you might raise in the central part of the country. But we'll add a little water so that it creates a good puree. So I'm going to peel this and I will add it to the blender. Whoops. Hang on. Okay. I'm going to put a little water in the bottom so it doesn't get stuck in the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and peel this and put it in the blender in pieces. Sometimes it'll peel really well for you, but this one is being a little stubborn. I'll go ahead and cut this piece off and put it in the blender. You know, the nice thing about having puree in your freezer is that you can make all kinds of great things with it. I just found the most exciting recipe for pumpkin waffles, and I'm planning to try that out in the next few days, and I'll let you know how it turns out. But it's been on the internet, it's been a sensation. People have said they're so good. They're crispy on the outside and really soft textured on the inside. They taste wonderful. So we're going to try our hand at making some of those. This is going to take me a while, and I'm not going to do anything else with it. I will keep out enough of it to make the waffles, and I'll probably use most of the rest for my pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. And try that out and see how it compares with the pumpkin pie mix I buy in the store. I'll let you know and compare those two as to which one tastes better. And I'm betting that the fresh puree is going to exceed my expectations and be the best pumpkin pie I have ever had. But we'll find out. Be watching for another video on how to roast pumpkin seeds. I will be doing that in an upcoming video in the next few days. So I understand it makes great snacks and they're very healthy, very nutritious, and something that I'm very interested in. So I will be bringing that to you very soon. Till then, keep thinking about what you can do with your pumpkin. I know I want to make pumpkin pie, pumpkin waffles. I wanted to also make pumpkin roll, which I like very much. There's so many things to be made with it, but these are just a few of the ideas that I'm going to do. So think about what you're interested in doing and go online and you can find some great recipes there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.